All right, everyone, David Pietsch here. On this one, I'm going to cover how the binary works. I know that there's a lot of confusion for people out there on our compensation plan called the binary. Two teams, a right team and a left team. Let's just clear this up because I'm telling you this is just super simple. So, binary means two teams. So, you are always at the top of your own company, okay? So if you get that in your head, who cares what your upline is, what happens up there, who cares what's happening down below you? It's all about you, baby. You have a right and you have a left. So let's say that we're gonna go show our top 10 people like we teach you to, so we can get those 6 personal sales and you get that check for $570, okay? And we go show it to Bob. So Bob likes the membership and he buys it. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to choose to place Bob on our left team. Could I have placed him on the right team? Of course. As long as that spot is available, I can put him anywhere that I want to put him. Okay? So I just happen to choose, I'm going to place Bob on my left team. Let's say that the next person I'm going to go show this to is David. I'm going to choose to place David on the right team. Why? Because that's what I chose to do. Remember, in the binary, we want to keep it balanced, going all the way through. Okay? So, Bob's on my left team, David's on my right team. Now let's say that the next person that I sold a membership to was Joe. Okay, I've got a choice now. I can take Joe, and remember, when we're building a binary, we always want to build on the outside legs of the binary. Always. So always bottom right or always bottom left. So, I just sold Joe a membership. Where do I want to place him? I'm going to choose to place Joe. I'll place him over here underneath Bob. I'll place him here. Now, I enrolled Joe. Bob did not even know Joe. But because I placed Joe underneath Bob, everything that Joe is going to do in this business is going to benefit Bob financially. Okay? Because as long as Joe is underneath Bob on Bob's team, those sales are going to count towards Bob. Now watch this. There's a lot of ways to make money in World Ventures. First way is if you sell a membership yourself. Every time you do that, you get a $20 commission. So you can make as many sales personally as you want to. So we teach you to go out there and get your 6. Why 6? Because we want you to get a check for $570. So here's how I'm going to break it down. If you get 6 personal sales, 6 times 20 will be $120. We also want you to get a $250 bonus by selling 6 of those memberships in any 30-day window. Not just your first 30 days. I've been in the business almost 5 years, so if I made a sale today personally, I would have 30 days to make 5 more. If that happened, I get a $250 bonus. But this is the magic of our comp plan. It's you and your team together as a team go out and start selling these memberships. And every time the team sells 6 memberships, we call that a cycle, and when you cycle, we give you $200. There has to be 3 on the right and 3 on the left. So 3 sales right, 3 sales left is called a cycle, and when you cycle, that equals $200. That pay period is Friday at midnight to Friday at midnight. So watch. I enrolled Bob myself. He bought the membership, I enrolled David, and I enrolled Joe. So watch. Let's say that Bob goes out and now Bob chooses to go sign up Sue. Sue buys the membership. Now over here, let's say that David goes out there and signs up Phil. Phil buys the membership. Okay, and then Phil goes out there and he enrolls Ben. Now watch what just happened. A total of 3 sales have come in on my left team, and a total of 3 sales have come in on my right team. So 3 right, 3 left, that equals a cycle, that equals $200. Now watch. Let's say that over here now, David comes out and signs up Angie. Angie goes out and sells 2 memberships. 1 to Sue, 1 to Tom. Now, let's go over here. Sue sells 1 to Steve and Sam. Over here, Joe sells a membership to Barb. 3 more sales have come in on my left team. 3 more sales have come in on my right team. That's a cycle. That's another $200. And it just keeps going and going and going and going from what you started. See, the binary pays to infinity. So between the efforts of all the people on this team, if 3 sales come in, and between the efforts of all of these people over here, if 3 sales come in, 3 right, 3 left, that's a cycle, and that's $200. Let's say that this happens. Let's just say that this team over here on the left grows to 1,000 people over the next year. And say that this team over here only grew to 30 people. Obviously, because we want to keep the binary balanced, I would focus all of my energy on this right team. Anybody I personally enrolled would go on the right team. And again, always on the bottom right or always on the bottom left when we're personally enrolling. But watch this. This volume that's over here, this 1,000, is going to hold. So between the efforts of me and these 30 people over here together as a team, every time 3 more sales come in collectively from this group, that's going to cycle me because this side is already ahead. This volume is already holding. So every time 3 sales come in over here, cycle. 3 more come in, cycle. 3 more come in, cycle. And it just keeps going and going and going and going until eventually you catch up to the other side. So you have to work on, we call this the weaker leg, we call this your pay leg. The stronger side, the side with more people, we call that your power leg. It can flip-flop back and forth. Let's say that this goes to 1,030 people now, and now there's only 1,000 over here. Now this became your power leg, and this became your pay leg because there's less people on this side. So every time 3 would come in between the efforts of all of these 1,000 people, every time 3 would come in over here now, that would be a cycle. So don't overthink this. It's very simple, okay? Now here's how the residuals work. When your team grows to 30 on your left and 30 on your right, what happens on the 15th of every month, the computer's going to check. And it's going to see who's gotten their 4 sales so that you can waive your monthly fees. If you get 4, you pay no more. And it qualifies you for all the levels of a compensation plan. You have to get your 4 before you can actually get a check. So you got to make sure that you go out there and get your 4 as quickly as possible. But if you have 30 on the left, 30 on the right, there are rank promotions in the company, and we call that one senior rep. And as a senior rep, if you look on our income disclosure statement, you're going to earn between $4,000 and $5,000 a year. So you're going to get a check of $100, maybe $200 on the 15th for the sales that have already come in. So there's, just imagine there's 30 people here paying $55 a month for their membership. Over here, there's 30 people paying $55 a month for your membership. You're going to get a percentage of it. And that equates, like I said, maybe $100, maybe $200 a month that will come in on the 15th. As your team grows on each side, you know, let's say that this side grew to 10,000 people and this side only had 1,030. Well, then you get your residual check based off of the pay legs volume. The weaker legs volume is what you will always get paid on in a binary. So the key to the binary, grow them at the same pace. So a couple other things, watch. If you get your 4, we waive your fees. You're qualified for all levels of the comp plan. If you sell 6 memberships in any 30-day window, we give you a $250 bonus. If you go out there and you sell 12 memberships before August 31st, we're going to give you an iPad 3, and that's August 31st of 2012. If your team grows to 20, if you get 4 who get 4, you're car qualified. So here's how the car bonus works. Month 1, you get a $300 bonus. If you qualify again, a $300 bonus the following month. If you qualify the 3rd month, we'll give you a $600 a month payment towards a silver BMW of your choice. Okay? So again, that car bonus is actually based off of $5,000 in volume, and it has to come from 3 different lines of lineage. Lineage has nothing to do with the binary. It has to do with your own personal enrollments. So just think of it this way. If I just enrolled David, who's sitting right behind the camera here, if I enrolled David and he put 10,000 people in, the most I could potentially get towards my car bonus, and my car bonus only, would be $1,700 in volume. Okay? So basically the first 7 sales that he made. So I have to have a minimum of 3 lines of lineage with no more than $1,700 in volume from any one line. Okay? So what I would encourage you to do, just go into your back office, click on the Wings and Wheels promotion. You can see all the details, how to qualify for the car, but it really truly is as simple as this. Get your 4 and help them get their 4 and your car qualified. Guys, it is the most aggressive car bonus program in network marketing as far as I'm aware. And then our next goal, 30 right, 30 left. You're going to get that residual check. And once you've got residual income, baby, you're going to want that check to grow and grow and grow and grow. So I hope that helped covering the binary. Again, 3 right, 3 left. It's a cycle. I will clarify this. Look, The first 60 days in the business, you automatically get $200 per cycle. After the first 30 days, that drops down to $100 per cycle. However, if you cycle 3 times in a week or more, we bump it back up to $200 per cycle with a maximum of 4 cycles at $200. So the 5th one would go back to $100 per cycle. So for example, if you cycled 5 times in a week, here's how it would go. The first 4 you would get $200 for, so you would earn $800. That 5th cycle, that would go down to $100, so you'd actually earn $900 for the week. I should say this while I'm thinking about it. Every 6 times that we cycle, so every 6 times there's 3 right, 3 left, that cycle money, whether it's $200 or $100, goes into an account called travel dollars, and those dollars have to be used to travel. You can go anywhere that you want to go. You simply save your receipts, fill out an online form, and you send it in, and they will reimburse you for your travel expenses. Things like flights, hotels, cars, cruises. Guys, it forces us to go out there and have fun. So, again, 3 right, 3 left, cycle. Every 6 times that we cycle, that $200 goes into a special account called travel dollars, can be only used to travel. The rest of the money that we earn you, or we send you, the residual money, and the rest of the money that you earn when you cycle, you can spend it on whatever you want to spend it on. So guys, I hope that helped. Get out there and make it happen. Rock and roll.